trust. We ain't taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, pretty leash. Cause I love in the streets. Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom my.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, it's a good...
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend and tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the ice and I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who is involved. Don't let me do it cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the data, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on top and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form should prosper. Be all over my roster. I got options, I keep it right on the dresser next to the Oscar.
It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. The Saints at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Winston to give, it's Kamara. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Winston. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Winston. And he'll get it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Marcus Davenport brought him down, the UTSA product.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Jackson. That swung out wide to Sanders. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Hardy set to return. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
To try again after the sack. Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here we go with Kamara, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run the option left. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
No score after one on on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw again on second down. Jackson, left side here to Sanders. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So they're losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. A quick reaction as he catches it off the tip. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's going to be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It will be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? You might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal. Here's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's head. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A first down throw for Winston. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. And tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, man.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jameis to throw it. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Jackson to Bateman there, first down Ravens.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson to throw. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Jackson now. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to 45.
It's not critical about the game there on 2nd down. That's a positive play because that's a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw again is Jackson. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So a couple of field goals, it's all they've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we get you over to Orlando, standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got down the numbers. There he goes. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want to get the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Winston. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football, but right now they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. Lutz for the extra point. And they'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher to 3rd and 6.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Jackson. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Jackson finding his tight end Andrews for the Ravens' first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson, options out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The play over before it really got started thanks to Pete Warner.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, cradling it. Comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, what, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Jameis now on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're all up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Play fake. Winston. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. It's good on the extra point. And it leads down to the field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. He completes it to Backo. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson now off the bootleg. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now an option play on second down.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain there of 21 yards.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Taken down by Pete Warner.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple. 14-yard line.
That's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The offense on third down already. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Jackson.
Right side and caught by Kohler.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Sanders, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent. We're trying to make something happen.
Once again with Sanders. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Sanders looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And now here in this situation, a field goal would still have them only up by 1 score, so I would think about going for it. Even if you don't get in, you put your defense in a really nice spot, making the offense go the long way to try and score.
Down, here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Sanders. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Saints 14. Justin Tucker to kick off with Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 2.
Now Winston. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Winston. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Winston. This is caught. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Wants to try to end the PAT. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback. Making on a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their